Hi, this is going to be a tutorial on how to start and use Dreamweaver. Now, the first thing you need to do before you even start using Dreamweaver to create your site is to go into your workspace and create a folder that is named after your website name. So like we're going to do a dogs one, so we're going to call it dogs website. If we were doing one for Coca-Cola, we'd call it Coca-Cola website. Inside that folder, we need a new folder called images to hold all our images. Now, what we're going to do is we are actually going to go and get all the images for this website, and we are going to copy them, and we're going to put them into our images folder. Only images go into the images folder. And they're in. Now we can go and start Dreamweaver. So I'll go down, Dreamweaver, start Dreamweaver. When Dreamweaver starts up, you may find another dialog box comes up with a whole bunch of options. Just click OK. Now, once Dreamweaver starts, you have to okay, so now we have to go to Dreamweaver site. We type in the name of our site, dogs website, and now we have to navigate to where we created that folder. And there's my dog. I'm going to open it up so it goes in there, and I'm going to pick select. Okay, I'm just going to name my dog website 2 because I had another one in there. So I'll go save. And over here now you can see that the files are green, and that there are images there. Okay, now we can start our HTML. And we are actually going to, the first thing we're going to do is put a title at the top. My favorite dogs. And now we are going to save it. And of course, here's our root directory. The name we name our first page is called index. That's the opening page. It has to be named that. Now, to change some of the page properties, you simply click down here in the page properties and go to Appearance HTML. Do not go up here. Appearance HTML, you can change the background color. You can change the text color. This is for the whole, this is just this page. Visitor link, so on and so forth. You can even put a background image in there, but I wouldn't do that too much. And you can click OK and you can see how it changes the colors. Now, we're just going to this opening page. We're going to go my favorite dogs. We're going to highlight that. We're going to go down to heading 6. Actually, we're going to change to heading 1 to make it the very largest one that we want. And then we will go up to Format and Align Center. And we've put it in the center. Just press Enter there, and we're going to type out a little bit. Hi, little introduction. This is a website about my 3 favorite dogs. The Alaskan Malamute, the Bernese Mountain Dog, and the Old English Sheepdog. Now, to add in images, we're just going to press Enter and go down the line. We're going to go to Images, and we're just simply going to bring in one image from each one. And where it says alternative text, we should put in some alternative text for that picture. And then we'll do one with the Bernese Mountain Dog. Okay, and we'll say Mountain Dog, and then we have the Old English. We have the Sheepdog. And I'll show you why we do that. Because what happens is when we go to the live view, and if we go and, preview it, normally, but that's not working. Normally it will tell us what that picture is about. Okay, so you do need to put them in there. Well, what we're going to do here, we're just going to make these a little bit smaller so they all fit onto one page and they look neat. There we go. So we got it all into there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to create another page for each of these dogs. So we want to click here and go New, or you can go to File and New and HTML. And of course, up here in the title, it's going to be the Alaskan Malamute, and we are going to save this one as Malamute. And you can see it's populated over here. Let's create a new HTML, and this one here is going to be the Bernese Mountain Dog, and we're going to save it, and for short, Mountain. And then our last one is for the Old English Sheepdog. Old English Sheepdog. And we're going to save it as Sheepdog. So now we have our complete website and our 4 pages here. Now, what we want to do is we want to make a link to these pages here. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go type in Alaskan Malamute. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to make a link. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that. And here's the cool thing about Dreamweaver, is if we come down here to point to File, that icon right there, we can simply just drag it on top of that page there that we created, and the link has happened there. Now let's go to our Malamute, and I'm just going to go down a little bit. I'm going to type in Home because we need a link back, and I'm going to come down to here, and I'm going to go back to Index. And by clicking this icon, and by the way, if you don't see 2 bars here, toolbars, just right mouse click and make sure you have Document and Standard selected. So I'm going to hit that, saves all of them, go back to Index. I'm going to preview this file. Here it comes up in Internet Explorer, and notice when I hover over these pictures that alternative text comes up, and I'm going to click on Alaska Malamute, and it takes me to the Alaska Malamute page. And now I'm going to go home. Okay, so that's a very simple way of making a link using text. Okay, I'm going to show you now a different way of making a link, and this time it's going to be with a button. And you know what I might do? This time I'm actually going to insert a table. Okay, and I want 3, I actually want 1 row by 3 columns. And the width I'm going to see how it goes with 600. Okay, now you can see that it's there. What I'm also now going to change is I'm going to come down here, I'm going to allow, and I'm going to go center. Okay, now I've got a link here for Alaskan Malamute. That's text, but I don't like that. We have found out that generally buttons are used. So I'm going to make a button, which I've already done, and I'm going to move it into here. So if I come into Images, and there, notice it says Alaskan Malamute, and it has BTN on the end. I'm just going to drag that into there. Okay, and I'm going to Malamute button so that we know what it is, and it goes in. In here, okay, I'm going to go to my Mountain Dog button. Whoops, I'm going to cancel that because I don't want it to, oh, actually, I'll just drag it into there. Okay, and I should have put in alternative text, but I didn't have time to. And the Sheepdog button is going to go in there. I'm going to call it Sheepdog. Okay, and now what I want to do is I'm just going to, make those smaller so that it all goes into the middle there like so. Now, these are pictures. How do I actually get them to link to the other pages? Very, very easily. I click on there and I come down here to the bottom. And notice here it is. Link, same exact thing. It's the Malamute button. So I'm going to send it to the Malamute page down here. The Mountain Dog, I'm going to grab the link and I'm going to go to Mountain Dog. And I'm going to select Sheepdog and I'm going to link to the Sheepdog. I'm going to do a save all. And I'm going to come into here and I'm going to preview. Doesn't matter in what one. There we go. So now if I click on the Malamute Mountain Dog, it goes to that web page. Notice that the title of it is up here. And the Mountain Dog, I go back up there, I'll go back, and the Old English Sheepdog, and it works. Okay, so there we're using buttons now, and that is much, much better than text. Now, what I want to show you is I want to show you something else that's interesting that you can do. Let's go to, oh, and by the way, okay, I have, I'm going to click in here. I'm going to right mouse click. Maybe I won't. I'm trying to right mouse click. That's it. And I'm going to select a table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Okay, Control C. And I'm going to come to the Malamute and I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to paste that into there. Oh, a description is required. I'll just change that. There you go. And that goes in there. I'm going to come into here. Empty blanks. Okay. And the Sheepdog. And I'm going to come into here. Assume empty because I forgot that one there. Okay. Now, this is the Old English Sheepdog, so I don't need that one there because I'm on the Old English Sheepdog one. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to move that one over there. I'm going to put that one over there. Notice the links are still in there. And I'm going to do something different here. Okay, I'm actually going to make a rollover image, a rollover button. So I'm going to go Insert, Image Object, and a rollover image. Okay, image 1, this is going to be my home up button. Oh, sorry. I'm going to call that my home button. Okay, the original image, I'm going to browse, open up my images, and notice I've already created a home up. Looks like that. I'm going to click OK. And a home down, or my rollover image, so whenever I put my mouse over it, it's going to be that color, same size and everything. Okay. Alternative text is home. And so now, oh, and here, when I click, where are we going to go? Click on Browse. We want it to go back to our index. So I'm going to click OK. And that goes in. There we go. I'm going to make that. So that's right there. Now, let's save this. And let's have a look and see what that looks like. I'll come up here, Internet Explorer. Okay, and yes, no, I don't want to make it default. And I'll make that, there we go, a little bit bigger. And watch what happens when I roll over the home button. How cool is that? And I click on it and I go back to home. Old English Sheepdog, home. So that's what that rollover button can do. Now, I'm not real sure, but if I copied that and came into the Mountain Dog, we don't need the Mountain Dog one anymore. We'll move that one over there. We'll put the home one, paste it into there. Yep, it says the link there. I'm pretty sure that that's going to work also. Okay, this is the Alaska Malamute. So I'm going to get rid of that one there. I'm going to go into there, pick paste. I'm going to save all. I'm going to go to my index here, preview in here, and let's see what I've got. Okay, Alaska Malamute, fantastic. Oh yes, and it works. I'm going to go home, Mountain Dog. Okay, fantastic. Let's go to Old English Sheepdog. Yep, I'm there. Let's go home. Fantastic. Look at that. That is just so cool. Okay, now I'm just going to show you a different way to put things in besides tables. But you know, I love tables. Tables are great. But I'm going to show you some other way that's going to give you a little bit more flexibility. I'm going to actually insert a layout object, an AP Divi tag, and it comes up like this. And if you grab a hold of that top there, you can put it wherever you would like. Okay, so I'm in the Old English Sheepdog. I'm going to come into here and I'm going to put a picture in there. Doesn't matter if it's the same thing. Okay, picture goes in. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and I'm going to move that over there. So you can see that I can move it wherever I want. Okay, now when you put in another AP Divi tag, make sure that that's not selected or else you'll run into all sorts of problems. So I'm going to go Layout Objects, AP Divi tag. Okay, I'm going to move that over to here for now. Old English Sheepdog. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Okay, and I might put it there. One more. Insert a AP Divi tag, move it over here, Old English Sheepdog. I'm going to put it into there. Sheepdog. Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. So kind of like that. Okay. So now you can see that I can move it around wherever I wanted, but I want to show you the difference. I'm going to pick Save, and I'm going to preview this web page. Okay, notice that these are not centered, okay, because AP Divi tags don't move. AP Divi tags stay in one spot. Okay, but however, you know, there's nothing wrong with that sort of thing. You know, we could have taken this, select a table. Whoops. It's not going to let me. Yes, it is. Of course it will. Okay, and I'm going to Control X, so I cut it. Insert a layout AP Divi tag. I'm going to paste that into there. Okay, I'm just going to make that smaller. Okay, and I'm going to put it where I want. Okay, and the same thing up here. I'm going to take that and I'm actually going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that table. I'm going to insert a AP Divi tag. I'm going to put that into there, okay, and I'm going to move it. So it's all nice and centered now. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to preview that. And notice that it doesn't change now. Okay, but I have the flexibility of doing things. Okay, I hope that you, well, you probably didn't enjoy it, but you know, it tells you and gives you advice on how to do all those various things. Cheers.